I've recently been exploring different ways to create electrical power. And what I found is one of the most reliable ways is with a bicycle electrical generator. And so let me show you how this works. So what I've got right now is I've got a car battery, it connected to an inverter. And the car battery, of course, has DC power, goes to the inverter, which changes it to AC power, and has a standard outlet. And then you connect the device, of course, to the inverter, and you're able to get power to whatever you're trying to power. The problem is this battery will eventually exhaust its stored energy. And so in order to keep this device or whatever else I have connected to the outlets going, I have to be able to replenish this energy. And that's where the bicycle generator comes in. The bicycle is connected to a bicycle trainer. It's basically a stand used to exercise on your bicycle in your living room. It turns your bicycle into a stationary bicycle. And so this is connected to the trainer. What I have here is an old motor from a treadmill that we have. And if you take an electrical DC motor and you run it backwards, it'll create energy instead of draw energy. And so this is what creates the power. Then the power from this motor goes into a solar charger controller. That solar charger controller ensures the battery doesn't overcharge and also manages fluctuations in the energy as it comes from the motor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect everything. I've got some straps that will move the motor to the bike, and that way it has contact with wheel and will move. I'll connect that and then show you how this works. Okay, so what I've done is I've attached the cargo straps to the bike trainer and pulled them tight to connect the motor to the wheel. So now as the wheel turns, the motor turns with it, and that's what will create our energy. So what I'll do is I'll ride the bike a little bit, show you how the motor turns, and then I'll show you the energy that's flowing through the solar charge controller. All right, what you're looking at now is the LCD display on the solar charge controller. Right now the incoming volts is at 0, and the voltage of the battery is at 12.7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride the bike, and you'll be able to see that voltage change. It'll probably go up to a little over 13 volts as I'm riding the bike. So that's how a bicycle electrical generator works. If you're interested in building one, I found these plans on YouTube. I'll include the link to that video, but quite simply, you need a bike trainer, which costs about, I got this for 40 bucks on Craigslist. They go from anywhere from $40 to $200 depending on how much you want to spend. You don't need to spend a lot. The more expensive ones typically have some pretty fancy devices that the tire connects to. You don't need all that. Get the cheapest one you can find that has a good solid frame. I paid 40 bucks for this one, and it's working out perfect. Motor from a treadmill. Got this free out of our old treadmill, but you can buy one for 100 bucks, 200 bucks on Amazon. You can also use an alternator from a car, and you get those at a junkyard, relatively inexpensive. Solar controller is like 25 bucks, batteries like 100 bucks. Inverter is about $25 to $75 depending on what size you get. And so all told, you're looking at, 40, 100, 130, it's $30, so 170, 175, 275, maybe a little over $350. You can have a free source of energy for whatever you might be preparing for, whether it's just to have it in your home in case you lose power, or if you're preparing for some natural disaster. This gives you an energy source where you can power your appliances, charge your phones, do whatever you like to do without having to rely on your local energy service. So easy to build. Took me about 4 hours. Again, about $300, $350 for all the parts if you buy them all, and relatively easy project. So I'll show you how it's built so you know how to do it from there, and then it should be good. All right, I've disconnected the straps so that you can see how it's built. Like I said, you pull off the component that's here. This is what the thing that's here is what your tire normally sits on. Bolt out, it comes right off, and then just create a piece, cut a piece of wood that fits into that slot, and then you just bolt your motor to the wood, You can attach your solar charger to that if you want to, add you some hooks or some way to fasten your straps, and that's really all there is to it. And then you simply buy the inverter that you're going to hook to your battery, and which your battery then is connected to your solar charger, and that's really all there is to it. So it's a pretty simple build. Like I said, it took me only about 4 hours. So if you want to build one and you want more information, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, good luck building your own, and I hope you have great success.